All right, hello everybody.
What do we say?
So my name is Chef Rock Harper. My name is Rock Harper, but I'm a chef. Thank you all for having me here today. I appreciate it. On this fine 13th day of Black History Month. I'm gonna make some mac and cheese and I'm gonna do some talking. But the way I do my demonstrations, can y'all see this?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. The way I do my demonstrations, I want them to be interactive. It's just like I'm at my house and y'all came into my kitchen. And I'm not gonna make you wash dishes today. Well, some of y'all gonna have to wash dishes. But if you have any questions or like we talking about, food, let's just have a conversation. I'm happy to answer them. Who's made mac and cheese before? Yes, okay, yeah, this is a mac and cheese crew right here. If I could have, if y'all weren't so young and we didn't have to do the insurance, I'd get you to come up here and show me. But we do that next time. All right, what's your favorite cheeses? Just, give me one cheese.
Mott's cheddar.
Feta, Mott's, cheddar, okay, all right. So I'm going to I have 3 cheeses in here. One, I'm going to use that good old American cheese. We like American cheese?
Yeah.
Yes? You said no, somebody said no. So American cheese, little fun fact, is not a real cheese. It's something called a processed cheese food. She turned her face up. American cheese it tastes so good. It feels so good when we're tasting it, but it's not a real cheese. It is not the healthiest thing, but we're gonna use it today. The reason why I like to use it is because it's creamy, right? It's not gonna separate. So when we put it in with the macaroni, it won't get all oily. You ever had one of them oily mac and cheeses? No? That's what your dad makes? Call your dad out like that? All right. So the American cheese is gonna help. All right, now first, while I'm talking, I'm gonna put this pasta in here. This is called cavatappi. Can y'all say cavatappi? Cavatappi. Hey, sound like Italian. All right, so for pasta, we wanna cook it until it's almost done. Anybody know the term for that? Al dente. Come on now. All right, y'all some real cooks up in here. So al dente, you know what it means? You know what it translates to?
It's like firm to the bite or something.
To the bite. What's your name?
Rehan.
Rehan? Okay, Rehan. I love it. To the bite, to the tooth. Al dente, right? Dental, dente. So what that means is we don't want that mushy pasta. We want pasta that is cooked nice and firm, okay? So it's gonna take a few minutes. And what I'm gonna do here, this is cavatappi. So it's like a little spiral, right? Normally, what kind of pasta do we use in mac and cheese? Kind of in the answer, but macaroni, right? So elbow macaroni is traditional, especially in most cultures, but definitely in African American culture, we use elbow macaroni. Doesn't mean that you can't change the pasta up, right? We were watching TV the other day. I saw somebody use spaghetti in mac and cheese, which is wild to me, but whatever. But you can change the pasta up. The thing is, what you want to do, Italians are very smart. They have a lot of shapes, but the shape is going to match the sauce, right? So depending upon what dish you're making, you wouldn't put like a rigatoni in there. You know what a rigatoni is? Yeah. It's shaped like a tube. If you did this with a rigatoni, you have a lot of cheese sauce just like in the middle, right? It wouldn't be it'd be too saucy. So you want to do something, mac and cheese, those elbows, it grabs the sauce. It's nice and curvy. So just a little fun fact. But we're gonna put that guy in there. We're gonna let that cook. Now, here's another little trick. If you know exactly, what do we do after this is cooked with the water? We drain it out, right? Go down the drain. Now sometimes you can save the water because it's gonna be starchy. So we can save that water on the side. It's got a little flavor in there, right? But if you know exactly how much water that it takes to cook the amount of pasta that you have, you don't have to drain anything off. Now, I didn't do a measurement, but we're gonna figure it out. So what I'm putting here, we're gonna add some flavor, is I'm gonna put a little chicken bouillon, right? Some chicken bouillon. It's like chicken base. You can use the powdered stuff if you want. But what that's gonna do, well, what do y'all think that's gonna do to the pasta? It make it chicken flavored, right? It's good. No, that's good. It's going to season it, right? Normally we put what in pasta water. What do I normally, salt. You should always put salt in pasta water. But I'm gonna put a little bouillon in here because I put it in the recipe anyway to season it up a little bit. And if you're vegetarian, you can always use a vegetarian one. But I'm gonna put that in there now, and it's gonna start to season the pasta. It's a little trick. My grandmother didn't do that, but I'm doing it. All right, okay. So I'm gonna put that in there, boom. All right, we're gonna let that go. Okay, now I'm shredding up some cheddar over here. This is white cheddar. White cheddar is pretty much the same as yellow cheddar, except for it doesn't have the yellow. The yellow comes from this thing called rennet. It's still good, it's still tangy, it's still cheddar, but it's just not yellow. The reason why I use white is because it looks a little nice. I just like using different cheddars. And sometimes they're aged a little different. White cheddar's a little stronger, a little tart, so I like it. All right. Do y'all have mac and cheese in the cafeteria?
Yeah.
Yes? Good?
No.
Oh, wow.
They mix like little chunks of meat into it.
Little chunks of what? Meat?
Like some type of random meat.
Into the mac and cheese?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna talk bad about the cafeteria on camera. 'Cause I know Arlington County's listening. All right, so I'm gonna continue. Let me give this to you, sorry. Please, thank you. Okay, so we got a little milk here. All right, 2 cups of milk. Okay, and we are going to mix this with some eggs. Do you know why we put eggs in mac and cheese, anybody? Take a guess at it. It's a safe space. I said this is a safe space. Take a guess. You can say anything. To help it stick together and to make it taste good, right? So eggs, I love eggs. Definitely for flavor because of the rich yolk, but also it helps bind it. What's your name again? Kanya?
Yes.
All right. So it's going to help it bake into a casserole, right, and hold, right? So we have it like nice and yummy. All right, all right, all right. So mixing this together, and we you gotta leave us. Oh, good. Okay. So mixing the egg and the yolk. Anybody know what this is? Pepper.
That's salt.
It's pepper.
That's grinder.
Yeah, pepper. It's called a pepper mill. What's your name? Talia, come up for a second. I can get you to do this. She was the closest. All right, Talia. So grind that right there. There you go.
Tell me when to stop.
You like pepper?
I love pepper.
Y'all like pepper?
Yeah.
Stop.
Keep going.
Oh.
Can you smell that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't twist.
3 more.
Oh. Like that?
1 more. Boom. There you go. Good job, Talia. Thank you. All right. So yeah, it's a round of applause for Talia. All right. So look, onion powder and garlic powder right in there. Okay. Okay, fresh garlic, fresh onion are great, but we don't want chunks of onion and chunks of garlic in our mac and cheese, do we? Right? We definitely don't want chunks of meat. But it's gonna go right in there and seasoning that on up. Okay? All right, boom, boom, boom. This is a little heavy whipping cream. Now this also is gonna make it nice and creamy, but I'm gonna start to heat this up a little bit in our pot, okay? Now, welcome, Mr. Stewart. So I am gonna drain this out just a little bit, but you shouldn't have to drain it out too much. Just a little bit. Okay. All right. Boom. Okay, so we got pasta here, right? And that oven is on 375. You know how to work that oven? Push it up to 450, please. Just bake and then push it on up, crank it on up. Who helps in the kitchen at home? Anybody? You help in the kitchen at home? Yes? Thank you. All right, so American cheese. We going in. American cheese. Okay? Now what this is going to do, it's going to start to melt and it's going to create like that. I was going to use half of it, but should I use all of it?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, I'm going to use all of it. Sorry. She loves American cheese. I took this from the house. Yeah. Actually, this is supposed to be for this, but somebody took my cheese. All right, American cheese, y'all. So when we were talking downstairs, some of y'all were downstairs, right? Or all of y'all. I told you I love Italian food. And it really, the thing I love about Italian food is just super simple. It's fresh, right? It can be inexpensive to make, right? It's not always cheap. I wouldn't call it cheap, but just easy. So I love pasta, pizza, risotto. What about you all? You all, well, I'm curious if you like Italian, but also if you, I'm gonna take this off, where it boils over. If you also, what other cuisines or cultures besides your own, or if they're your own, do you all like? You like Italian, what kind, and what other cuisines do you like? Anybody can shout it out. You like Chinese, Korean, is a great Korean restaurant down the street from my place. So, we are here in Black History Month, and I've been doing demonstrations. I just did 3 this week. They've been virtual, but we're going to New Jersey in a couple of weeks where I'm talking about, educating people on African American food and, Black foodways. And I'm curious of what, do you all know a dish called jambalaya?
Yeah.
Yes? Yes? What do you know about jambalaya?
It's a food.
It's a food. It's good, right?
I think I had it when I was little. But
Really?
I'm not positive.
So it's a rice dish.
Yeah.
It's got meats in it, sometimes a little shrimp or some seafood. So it's a dish that comes traditionally has roots in Africa.
Where?
Where in Africa? Good. I love it. Africa's a big continent, right? It's not, one place. So usually it probably came from Senegal, and there's this dish called cheboujan. Can y'all say cheboujan? There you go. It's a rice and fish dish. And then also there's a very famous dish that has rice in it that has roots in Ghana, Nigeria, Liberia, Senegal. Anybody know? Red rice. There's like wars about it right now. Who has the best?
Rice?
Jollof.
Jollof rice, yeah.
Jollof rice. So jollof, cheboujan, Senegal, through migration, right? We had the slave trade, which is a horrific event. But people, spices, time, technique, travel, continue to travel. So you have this red rice dish that was created centuries ago. And because there was French influence and Spain influence and a little Mexican influence, it ends up in Louisiana as jambalaya, right? So when y'all get a chance, you look that up, and it's very interesting how food travels, right? And with our people and how things change over time. Who here in their culture, in their household, grew up on or eats rice and beans? That's it? Yeah, that's about half the people. So rice, any sort of rice and bean is a dish that a lot of people eat around this world, right? So red rice and beans, again, down in Louisiana. And I just always found that interesting. That's why I love Italian food too. And definitely I love, the food that I grew up on. So I would ask my grandmother the stories about how this dish came to be. So heavy cream. We almost there, y'all. We good? We good? Yes? Listen, I can say anything. Y'all gonna wait for this mac and cheese. Y'all said, we gonna wait for the mac. All right, so I'm putting the hot heavy cream in here. Okay, and I'm mixing this up. I put about half of the cheese there, in there as well. And we got that seasoning in there. We have that black pepper, freshly cracked. If you ever get a chance, when y'all cook at home, fresh pepper, there's little ways that you can make your food taste better, like restaurant quality food. Fresh pepper is one of the easiest ways to do that. You have to buy a pepper grinder. They're not really expensive, or your parents can buy them. But the peppercorns are very cheap, and when you want fresh pepper, it's different than that stuff that we see on restaurant tables or at the off to the side at Cava, whatever.
Teachers, please pardon this interruption. For sixth grade students who are in Ms. Godwin's 6th and 7th period class and Mr. Boyle's 7th period class.
All
All
right.
students who are going on to the planetarium, please report to the cafeteria at this time. Again, Ms. Godwin's 6th and 7th period class and Mr. Boyle's 7th period class.
Matt.
Thank you.
In. Oh, it smells good. Okay. So we got that garlic in there. All right, boom. Very simple recipe, only like 6 or 7 ingredients. All right. Okay. Put this out. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Now, that sits. And then more cheese. More cheese. And then that's gonna melt, and we're gonna put this on top. Has anybody, so mac and cheese fans, is it baked normally?
Yeah.
Yes? Do you ever have like you ever see breadcrumbs on top?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can put breadcrumbs on top. I've seen people put like Ritz crackers as a breadcrumb, because Ritz crackers are buttery and flavorful. You can do something. You can do whatever you want. Some people have put paprika, give it a little color, a little flavor. But we just gonna rock with the cheese. Alright? Now, if this is good, you know, get a couple dollars in your pocket. You say that $5, you're gonna come to my restaurant, right? Only if it's good.
It's in Crystal City.
It's in Crystal City. Thank you.
I can come.
Yes.
Like, I'll tell my parents after I want to go for my birthday, and I'll come.
There it is. Excellent. All right, we going in the oven. Boom, boom. So we put this in the oven. Woo! That's hot. All right. To my bakers, where's the hottest part in the oven?
Top.
The top, usually, yes. We're gonna put that one up there. Now at this point, it's kind of done, right? Well, it's a little done. It's good enough to eat. We gotta bake that egg up a little bit, but if we didn't have the egg, we could eventually eat it like a pasta right now. Yes.
What was the hardest dish you made in Hell's Kitchen? Sorry.
The hardest dish I made in Hell's Kitchen? Good question. So the Wellington is hard, right? Y'all heard of beef Wellington?
Yes.
Okay. So beef Wellington, let me do a demonstration here. All right, so beef Wellington is it's either an English dish or French dish. I think it's English, but either way, here's what beef Wellington is. First thing you gotta do, there's a lot of steps in beef Wellington. Let me see if I can put all this together. All right, and then, let's see, that, and that. Okay, all right, we'll do a little imagination here. Okay, so beef Wellington has so many steps. As a matter of fact, we made venison Wellington. Do you all know what venison is?
It's deer meat.
Deer. It's the opposite of vegan. Deer. So we made venison Wellington on our season, and venison deer cooks different than beef. So traditionally, a beef Wellington is this. You have the venison tenderloin, right? I'm trying to go through all of the steps in my mind. Let's just say it's shaped like this. You must first get a hot pot, season the tenderloin, sear it, right? Brown it on all sides, set it to the side. Once it cools down, we take Dijon mustard and we brush it, right? That's one step. We got our venison loin there. The next thing, bless you, next thing we have is a crepe. Who knows what a crepe is? What's a crepe? Anybody?
Dutch pancake.
A what pancake? Dutch, flat, French, yes. It's a little pancake. It's a tiny pancake. I don't know if y'all ever seen the ballad of Ricky Bobby. Anyway, never mind. All right. Say you like little pancakes. All right. When y'all watch that later, it'll make sense. Crepe. So you got to make a crepe. Now, crepe is a little pancake, but it's hard because it needs to be really thin because we got to fold it, right? So this is going to be our crepe. You got to make a crepe batter. You can't whip the crepe batter too much. You got to whip it, and then you have to strain it, and then you put the batter. It's not like pancakes that we make on Saturday morning. You got to put the batter in the pan, and it's got to be just right. And then you can't brown it too much, and you flip it over. Boom. It's like this. All right, so we put our crepe down. Actually, we put plastic down first, plastic wrap, crepe. Then we put prosciutto. Who knows what is it? Prosciutto? Yep, there's prosciutto. What's that?
I can't like describing it. It's like really thin.
Really thin meat, ham. Prosciutto is like really thin. It's shaved. It's a ham, right? Okay? Prosciutto. And then we put cooked mushroom duxelle, chopped mushrooms, right? And you cook them down to they're dry, really flavorful. A little white wine in there, some onion and shallot. Cook that down. This is a whole nother thing. Then you put down as a layer. Crepe, ham, mushroom. And then you put your venison on that. You put your cooled down loin. And then you tie it up. Y'all have probably seen this part. You put this, now this is too many layers. You can't have too many layers because it'll be too thick. So this is where you mess up on Hell's Kitchen or anywhere. You put the layers and you make it nice. You cut the ends, you make it nice and pretty. All right? Then you have to cook it in the oven. You gotta bake it. Now, who's here cooked steak before? Yes? So how do you know when it's done? What's some ways to tell if a steak is done?
You could dump it.
You could take the temperature, right? You could, say it again? You could touch it. What's the problem with both of those methods in this little steak purse?
I feel like cooking temperature can ruin the outside.
It would ruin the outside if you got holes in it. I know this is ugly, but imagine this is like a nice pastry, like a croissant, right? And you can't touch it. We normally touch it. You can't touch it, so it's just in there, so you have to perfect it in the oven, 13 minutes. Because what happens is, you cook it, right? Oh, and then you wrap it in plastic and put it in the refrigerator before you bake it. So we do all of this in Hell's Kitchen. And then what happens if it's cooked too much? If you send it up to Mr. Gordon Ramsay and he cuts it and it's overcooked, what's gonna happen then?
He's gonna shout at you.
He's gonna send it back.
He's gonna shout at you, yell at you, in front of all these people, in front of millions of people, and then he's gonna send it back. So that was who asked that question, the hardest thing? That was the hardest thing that you cook on Hell's Kitchen. Because then it's not even the dish. I still gotta coordinate with my teammates. So I can't cook the Wellington I can't slice it until you're ready with the risotto. You're ready with the spaghetti. You're ready with the fish. And we all have to go together. So that's the challenge with Hell's Kitchen it looks crazy, but it's really a beautiful exercise in teamwork, right? I can be the best cook, and I am the best cook now. I'm all right. But I had people on my season, you go back and watch season 3, there's this guy, they call him the Asian Cowboy, it's my man Aaron, he passed on, may he rest in peace. He was not a good cook, very nice guy, he was not a good cook. But I understood that our team would not win if the worst guy if we can't work together. My Wellingtons could be great, but if he's cooking the potatoes and they're not there, right, we're no good as a team. So it's just an exercise. We all got to work together no matter our skill level. That was a long answer, but did I answer that? Beef Wellington. You should try it at home one day. Yes. Another question. Yes.
What inspired you to open up a business?
What inspired me to open my business? Good question. Let's peek on that real quick. Make sure I'm burnt. All right, that's perfect.
Start.
Looking good. Yeah, we can. Can you broil
More
it?
times?
Yeah, please. Thank you. What inspired me to open my business? I like working for myself. That was the first inspiration. I don't like working for other people. I don't like taking orders from other people. I shouldn't say taking for other orders. I like being in charge. And I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an idea guy. So I realized many years ago that I wanted to work for myself because the corporation I was working for, I was like, no, you ain't gonna talk to me like that no more. I gotta do my own thing. That was the first inspiration. I'm an idea guy, right? The second on my business, Queen Mother's Kitchen, was a tribute to my mom, my grandmother, the queen mothers of our lives, but black women in general, right? So I often, chefs, if you hear chefs talk, chefs always talk about their moms, their grandmoms, and their aunts, all the women in their lives. But a lot of times you don't see that displayed in their restaurants. So I said in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, this is my time to pay homage to the women in my life and just the creators of our cuisine and culture in general throughout centuries. So the restaurant is like a living example of we have to honor the original chefs. So that's what inspired me to start that one. Y'all smell that? We doing. That's good.
Do you want?
Uh-oh, y'all got the gloves ready? How's that look?
Wow.
Really good at singing.
Good. All right. Okay.
It's okay, guys.
The cool thing about macaroni is they last for a long time. Put it in the fridge. You can take it to work, school, heat it up in the microwave. They let y'all microwave stuff here? Like if you bring lunch, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good. So the cool thing about this is it'll last a long time. And this one, you know, it's pretty inexpensive. If you think about it, I probably paid, $6 for the pasta. The eggs are outrageous. If you buying eggs these days, actually the eggs makes me like, this is a rich macaroni and cheese. Eggs were like $8, super expensive. But relatively, I mean, I could probably eat half of this by myself. But this could probably feed, this is like 10 or 12 portions. So not a lot, maybe cost $12 to make, so $1 a person. So not a lot, so it's an economical dish. Yes.
Have you ever made macaroons?
Macaroon? Never. You make macaroons?
I make macaroni, yes. Batch chunks in the freezer, yeah.
They're hard.
They are very, very hard, yeah.
Yeah.
They're very finicky.
I was in the kitchen one time. I used to teach culinary art. You like macaroons?
Oh,
You make them?
who likes
I buy them.
Oh, yeah. They're
Listen.
expensive, that's why I have to make them.
They are. I thought they were too expensive when I first used to buy them. Y'all know macaroons, the little cup, okay. Of course, y'all are so fancy these days. I used to think they were too expensive. I'm like, that's ridiculous. French people doing too much. Until I saw a student try to make them, and you gotta like do the batter, and then
Piping's easy. Yeah, so it's a lot of folding and a lot of patience and a lot of trial and error.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all made them here?
Yes, I used to make them, yeah.
Really?
I used to make them very quickly.
Like I've made them before with my dad, and I remember like the first time he was just like doing all these steps, and I was like, "You need to do all that." But like it actually worked, and then when I tried making it, I kind of skipped everything he did.
And what happened?
It
You learn some things, right?
Yes.
You learn some things.
So yeah, macaroon. I got a lot of respect for them. I went by. I was at Tyson's the other day, and there's a little macaroon
yeah,
shop.
that like
They are
Yeah,
expensive.
they're all wild. $2.75 a cookie?
Yeah, that's crazy. You gotta eat that one slow too. It's the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
Like $3. I can get a whole pack of Oreos for that. America. All right. Let's. We can start working on this one. We didn't eat it right out of the oven, but it's still. I think it's cool enough, right? I need a spoon and where are forks?
Forks are, there's plastic right
Oh,
there.
excellent, right in my face. Yes, ma'am. Oh, that's the cheat code right there.
What's that?
Do you? She said, do we want pepper on top of the mac and cheese? I'll let everybody put their own pepper on. How about that? If you like. My daughter, she's 22 now, but loves black pepper on mac and cheese. Thank you so much. All right, how many people we got? Let's make this stretch.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Give it to us.
All right. This is what we're gonna do. Okay. I will.
Yeah, we have like
32. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. We get 16 out of each one. Yeah, it's not bad.
If there's too much, you just give me some.
That is so.
We're always willing.
You are so kind and gracious. She said there's too much, and you, all of y'all are so generous. Thank you. Like your sneaks. All right. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. So it's a little creamy. If it sat a little longer, it wouldn't be as loose, but it's still gonna be good. And I don't know, teachers, how you want to file them, but
Yeah, we'll get them forks.
we'll have them come up.
And yeah, let's get.
What's the best part of the mac and cheese?
Cheese.
Huh? You said the cheese? What's the best part in this pan?
The corner.
The corner crust, right? Yeah.
Wait, no. Hang on.
Everybody's doing
A couple at a time, please, okay?
I guess there's three and
Not, yeah, hang on.
You're welcome.